Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Following Noadon, a Stormlight podcast. This week, we're jumping into another episode of Cosmere Trivia. My name is Tim. I haven't been on the podcast for a while. Paul, how are you doing?
Doing great. I'm to say the least, I'm a little nervous about trivia here. One, because we have opened up to receive questions from our audience this time, which is really exciting and really scary, because we've got some really smart people who watch us, way smarter than me. And on top of that, to be honest, I have no idea how to review efficiently via audiobooks. So we're kind of going into this little unprepared, so.
All right.
But we're ready. We're ready.
Good. And Elliot, how are you doing today?
I'm also good. I'm also ready, although equally a little bit terrified. I too, coming into this, felt like I needed to study. There was just like this unexplainable pressure to have to succeed here with these questions submitted by all of you listener folks. So no promises here. I would keep your expectations low, but I'm excited.
I'm hoping for no Warbreaker questions. I will be taking no Warbreaker questions, please. I don't remember anything, so.
Yes.
I'm hoping for 25% correct. I think that's my goal going in.
Oh yeah, that's a lofty goal. I may have that as well. We'll see.
It will be like the previous trivia episodes, where I will tell you the question. If you decide unanimously you would like multiple choice, I've got that available. If you don't want that, then that's okay. We have 10 questions of that format, and then if we have some time at the end, I've got some rapid fire questions. So let's just jump right in. So we will be going through Oathbringer Part 4 and Warbreaker. Question.
Just curious before we get started, do you have along with each question the who submitted it, a name to go with it?
Yes, I do.
Oh,
Perfect.
Awesome. I'm curious.
I want to know who the real mean folk, the cruel folks are out there with like super detailed ones. But bring it on. I'm ready.
All right. So question number 1 was submitted by Retro Rocket Zero.
Ah, yes.
Okay.
When
Mr.
Kaladin
Rocket.
borrowed gems from the Quartermaster for Radiant practice, what type of gems did he borrow?
Like not
gemstone?
chip mark brome, but like emerald, ruby, diamond.
Correct.
Okay.
I don't remember this in the book, but I have a distinct mental image of what color they are in my head, and I'm assuming I picked that up from the book. So that's what I'm going with.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh.
Paul, you are incorrect. It is emerald.
Okay.
Congratulations, Elliot and Trevor.
That was a bit of a guess. I didn't
I'm
really
going to tally
remember.
my points so I can...
Yeah, I was
track
just
of
going to
them,
ask if you
Way
can
to flex.
tally your
Yeah.
points there.
I can keep track of them when I'm editing, but right now I need to remember what...
Yep.
I feel like emerald was a fairly safe bet there. It seems like there's a lot of emeralds floating around.
Question 2. It was submitted by Ranksk. And
Shout out to his YouTube channel.
Yeah.
and the question is, in the Way of Kings prelude, Kalak notes that there are 3 colors of blood on the battlefield. One was red. What were the other 2 colors?
I would like multiple choice.
I don't think I do.
Okay.
Do we get any half points for getting one but not the other?
One.
I'll allow it.
I would
Yeah.
grant it.
Yeah, and
Okay.
for whenever it comes down to the tiebreaker between me and Trevor,
All right, let's flip. Orange and purple. Correct.
Nice. Let's go.
Look at
Technically,
us.
it says violet, but I think purple is close enough.
Nice.
Yeah, I
second guessed purple, so I'm
Hmm.
very glad I stuck with it.
what were you gonna put?
I was thinking black. I don't know why. I was just trying to think of
If I
black or maybe blue, but I cut that thought quick.
if I were told purple was incorrect, I would have gone with black myself.
Good question, though.
Yeah, I was listening to the last
Mhm.
trivia episode, and there was a question on the color of Parshendi blood, and
That's the
I would have
only
gotten it
reason.
wrong. I thought it was purple as well.
That was the only reason I had an idea, was because I remembered that question.
We'll move on to question 3, submitted by Yer, Y-E-R. What is the race of Axes, the Collector? And it's specific, not general.
Specific.
Just to clarify, when you say specific, Amian is not specific enough, correct?
Correct.
Okay. I need multiple
Dang it.
choice.
Yeah, I would also need multiple choice.
What do you think, Elliot?
Yeah, I was on the Amian track, but if there's more, then I better
Yeah.
need some
Yeah.
options here.
There's more.
Yeah.
I know there's more, but I can't come up with it off the top of my head.
All right. So, A is Dizian, Aamian. B is Sleepless. C is Larkin. And D is Sia, Aamian.
Unless there's some serious spoilers about to drop, I can rule out 2 of those pretty fast.
Surprise!
He's a sleepless. Wow.
Let's turn them around. The answer is D, Sia, Aamian.
What's the spelling?
Did I
of
spell it
Sia?
even remotely close?
It's Siah.
Oh,
I went
That's fairly close.
SYIA, so you're closer than I am.
Yeah,
aha.
very close.
I had D written, and I
Mm.
erased it and wrote A. That's okay. It was kind of the 50-50.
That was a solid 50-50 for me.
That was a-
I did not remember that.
That was a good question.
Yeah, well done. Thank you, Yer. All right, we'll move on to question 4. This one was actually submitted by me because there were no Warbreaker questions.
Oh boy.
No.
So you can complain to me after we're done here.
I will.
At what heightening does a person become functionally immortal?
I remember flipping to the back of the book at some point and seeing the little chart that was there with like the different heightenings and the number of breaths required. I don't remember anything that was actually on it though.
I'm split between 2 numbers in my.
Let's flip those boards around. The answer is the 5th heightening.
Oh, look at
good
that.
job.
Way to
Paul.
go, Paul.
I
Let's
thought the
go.
5th heightening was perfect pitch.
No.
And
Trevor's mad.
So
Bad.
the 5th heightening, I forget where perfect pitch is, but
there's that 50 breaths. Is that what I'm thinking?
No, I
50
think it's
breaths
the
is the
second
first
heightening
one.
because Hoyd mentions it, right? I think
Yeah.
we talked about that, and I think we are like, whoa, so he's like a second heightening or something like that.
Okay.
Because first heightening was like basic, like baby's first heightening, like no one cares.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
so he was like at least second, so we're like, well, that's mysterious. Way to go, Hoyd. Anyways.
So you can remember it by all of the gods of the pantheon. They're all of the 5th heightening automatically, and they live forever unless they don't get a breath. So at the 5th heightening, you become functionally immortal.
Paul, you were afraid of the Warbreaker question, and you got it correct. Look at you.
I
You
know.
did.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised I was the only one who got it correct, though. So, anyways.
Nailed it.
My second guess was 10th, though, Trevor. So I don't know if that.
yeah. I was
helps.
split
Like
between
I was
10
like,
and
it's either
9.
5th or 10th. Yeah.
Yeah. Good choices. All right. So question 5 here was submitted by Chiberty, I think is how you say it. And it's a pretty simple one. How old is Lift?
Clarifying question.
Yes.
How old is she? Or how old does she say she is?
How old is she?
Okay. Glad I clarified.
Everyone turn those boards around. It's 13.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Dang it.
I would have been wrong anyways. I was thinking 15.
I know that scene
I
very
was
well
like
in my head.
I was like, my first guess was literally 11. That's where my mind went, and I was like, that's too young. There's no way she's 11.
Now,
and then-
correct me if I'm wrong.
That
but
was a tough one.
The scene goes, I am this many years old. She holds up both hands. And I've been that way for 3 years now.
Oh, that's right.
Correct. Yeah.
Right. I remembered her saying that, like something quirky about her age or whatever, but I did not remember. What?
I originally had 10 written on my board again, and that's why I clarified the question.
Yeah. All right. So, question number 6 is another question from yours truly on Warbreaker. So,
All right.
what is the name of the flower used to make dyes in Hallandren?
I would like multiple choice.
But why?
Yeah.
I have no idea. I have not an idea.
I have vague memories of the discussion, but there's no way I'm pulling this name out of a hat. So I
Used to make dye, right? Yeah, I don't think I'm
Correct.
pulling out a correct answer out of
All
that.
right. I'm writing down an answer, but I would like multiple choice.
Okay. So, for A, we have Hallandren paint. For B, we have Tears of Edgley. For C, we have Dew of the Morning. And for D, we have Endowment's Breath. Let's turn those boards around. The answer is B, the Tears of Edgley.
Yes!
Ooh, way to go.
Congratulations.
I was not going to attempt to spell whatever the last word in that name is, but that one did ring a bell with me when you said it.
Question number 7, we're going back to Stormlight. It was submitted by Shalamaram Lightsong.
That name, by the way, me and Trevor talked about this. We were wondering if that was just the name like that you've had. If you're watching the Shalamaram Light song, I would really like to know. Is that just like the name you chose, or does that have something to do with the like
with the podcast?
Yeah, like because we talked about Shalon and Light song, and then I made the comment about Shalamaram, like if you had Shalon and Amram together, because I thought it'd be funny. Anyways, we were wondering about that, so I love your name. Either way.
Yeah, it definitely gave me a chuckle. All right, so the question is, name the 3 people Gavilar assumed ordered his assassination in the prologue of The Way of Kings. And once again, we'll give partial points. All right. So A, Amaram, Nail, Sadius. B, Bavadin, Sadius, Uli Da. C, Lis, Sadius, Tin. And D, Restaras, Sadius, Thydakar. All right, do you guys have your guesses down?
Yep.
Let's flip those boards around. The answer is D, Restaras, Sadius, and Thydakar. Good job, Trevor and Eliot.
Way to go.
Paul, it's an understandable guess.
True. I had no idea who Thydakar was, so that's where I was like, oh, I don't think that's it. Is he just like a high prince of one of the Alethi camps?
It doesn't say.
Okay.
Thydakar, the only couple times you've heard Thydakar mentioned was in relation to the Ghost Blood. Thydakar has been linked with the Ghost Bloods a couple times. A couple times in Words of Radiance, you get Shalon and Raze talking, and he talks about Thydakar a couple times.
Okay.
There you go.
There was
I didn't
definitely
know that.
some process, definitely some process of elimination on that one because tin definitely I could cross that one off the list. And
Right.
then I didn't think that Gavilar knew anything about Nail or necessarily knew that he was like coming to kill him like that. So I crossed those two off and then had to guess between the others. But that was a good question.
We'll move on to question number 8 here. And this one was submitted by Waldo8791 Aaron. I'm not sure if you're trying to say that Waldo8791 is Aaron or if that's your whole thing.
Or minus Aaron.
Waldo minus
Mhm.
Aaron.
Like
Yeah.
without an Aaron.
Subtract Aaron.
Yeah.
From it.
Where's Aaron? Not where's Waldo.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the question is, who did Brandon Sanderson dedicate Oathbringer to?
Oh no.
And I understand if you want multiple choice.
I assume the answer is going to be like an actual name, not necessarily like a relationship. Gotta be specific.
Yes, it is a person.
I would vote for some multiple choice here.
If I have to know a name, then I have to do multiple choice.
Do you think you
If
have
not,
it,
I
I
Trevor?
am 80%. I am 80% confident in my answer. I am fairly confident in my answer. However, if I play it nice and I allow with multiple choice.
Come on, Trevor.
I think you should
We all
allow
wanna
multiple
have fun.
choice.
Okay, let's go for it.
Awesome. I'm excited because I came up with the multiple choice for this one. So for A, we have Alan Layton. B, Peter Alstrom. C, Ethan Skarstedt. And D, Ryan Dreyer.
I definitely had none of those names written on my board.
And I would have been
If
wrong.
you would
but
like to
just for
know,
the-
I
just for the
had
record.
wife written down. That's what I had written down. It's dedicated to Paul.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
It's the dedication.
I had the same answer.
Yes,
Ah,
we're voting for
it is
Mr.
for
Layton.
Alan Layton. Yes. A.
Nice.
Bummer.
It says
Nice.
for Alan Layton, who was cheering for Dalinar and me before Stormlight even existed. So thank you, Mr. Layton. Yeah, I really
thought it
like
was
this
Ethan
question.
Layton, and I almost wrote that, and I was like, wait, maybe that's like, what if I write the wrong name but put A, and so I just went with Mr. Layton.
Wise choice. Wise choice. Yeah, so all of these people were people that Brandon knew from various different areas. It was quite interesting looking up the different people that he put into Bridge 4 and the stories and yeah, just the different areas of that. It was quite fun. So we'll move on to question 9. We just have 2 more left. Where do our scores stand?
I'm at 6.
5.
3.
All right. It's coming in close. Question number 9. This one was submitted by Dalton Jack. And the question is, name all 10 surges, scientific names, not colloquial names like lashings.
I'm going to walk out of this with like 0.3 of a point. I think I see that coming.
And in case you're wondering, I'm not doing multiple choice for this one.
Okay.
Just do your best.
And Trevor's gonna know these, and I'm sad about it.
I don't know. I wouldn't have known them.
Are we doing whoever has the most right on the board gets the point, or are we doing 1 point for each person, each thing on the board?
I think 1 point for each thing on the board is unfair.
Yeah.
I would do like, if you get half of them, you get half a point. If you get all of them, you get a full point or something like that.
That's a good.
Yeah, I like that.
So 5 or more, and you're getting half a point, but you got to get all 10 for the whole point.
Let's turn those boards around, and I'll read off the correct answers. And you can mark them there. We have.
Oh, I see one already that I.
We have adhesion, cohesion, gravitation, division, abrasion, progression, illumination, transformation, transportation, and tension.
Missed 4, got 6.
Oh, I was very off.
I only got 4, but I was close on a few.
Oh,
I was very confident that regrowth was one of them.
I also
That's
had
the, like-
regrowth.
That was the
So-
first one I wrote. I was like, I know this one.
So regrowth is
that's-
one of them, but it's not the science term for it. That would be
I-
like lashing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I see that.
So
It's also very
And I
close.
also-
Instead of division, I had demolition and destruction because I knew that was one of them. I was trying so hard. Okay.
nice. All right. So what'd you get, Elliot?
I got gravitation, adhesion, division, and transportation. I thought I had regrowth, but I was a little not sure about that. And then I started guessing ones that I knew were wrong, but I could remember the gist of it. I put down friction because I couldn't remember what the technical term was going to be there. And then I couldn't remember what soul casting was. Like I knew that wasn't the right name for it. And then I threw on the end vision and language because I know those are sort of tied into some things, but I had no clue what the official name was.
Some good guesses, but you got 4, correct?
Yeah, 4.
All right. Yeah. So 4 is just short of getting a half point. We're doing 5 correct answers, you get a half point. And all 10, you get the full. Paul, what do you got there?
I was on the right train of thought for several of them. The ones I had correct were cohesion and adhesion. I couldn't remember gravitation. I tried the whole time. And also with soul casting, I was like, I thought it was formation or reformation. So I wrote that, even I know that says reformation, like actually, but like I was like reformation. Anyways, that, and I was on the tail of division the whole time.
Yeah, it's close.
And then I was confident in regrowth, and that was not right. So, oh well. I had 2 correct, was all.
So I had division, adhesion, abrasion, transformation, transportation, and illumination all correct. I wrote down unification because I couldn't think of that second Bondsmith one.
Good guess.
But a gimme I should have gotten are cohesion and gravitation. Those last 2 I would have had really trouble picking up.
Yeah, good job, guys. That was tough.
Tough one.
Congratulations on the half point
Thank you.
there. And we're on to our last question, but then we'll go into a lightning round afterwards. So Trevor is ahead right now, but you guys could catch up. So question number 10 was submitted by Mr. Mophead. The question is, what is Zeth's father's name?
We did a reading recently that helped us with this one.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
There you go.
Sure.
Everyone ready? All right,
I am
just turn
ready.
those boards around. Congratulations. Yeah, everyone got it correct.
I spelled it wrong. Dang it. Naturo.
How do you actually say it, Trevor?
Naturo.
Naturo. Yeah.
Zeth's son. Zeth's son.
Yep.
Zeth truthless. No, not truthless. Or however at the beginning of that, whatever
Just-
that chapter is goes.
Just Seth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess congratulations, everyone, on that. Let's get a breakdown of our scores. Trevor,
7.5.
Elliot,
6.
Paul.
I had 4.
All right.
Nice. We passed our 25% goal.
We did. We
Yeah,
did.
I'm
I feel
proud of
good about that.
40%? I'll take it.
Yeah. All right. So, can we jump into the lightning
Go
round
for
now?
it. What do you got for us?
Okay. So, for this lightning round, I will say the question, and once I am done reading the question, then the first person to write it down and hold up their board and then have it correct gets the point.
Okay.
So, question number 11, also submitted by Shalaimaram Lightsong. What was
yes.
Honor's name? What was Honor's name? Correct.
What does it even say? Tanavast?
Tanavast.
Yes,
Okay,
Tanavast.
I could barely read that.
Son of Honor, child of Tanavast. All right, question number 12, submitted by me. What was Vasher's first returned name given to him by the cult of the returned?
Steve?
If you are unsure, I will read multiple choice.
Please.
I have no idea.
Let's do multiple choice. I don't know
A.
this one.
Warbreaker the Peaceful. B. Khaled the Usurper. C. Peacegiver the Blessed. D. Talixin.
I thought it was B. I
was gonna
cannot
go
read that
B
at all
as
'cause I read
well.
fast.
Yes, you're incorrect. It is B.
Nice.
Who
I
else
had
up
that-
first?
Paul put it up first.
Paul.
Let's go.
Good job, Paul. All of those are names for Vasher. Question number 13, also submitted by Shalamaram Lightsong. He was quite prolific. Or she. What is the name of Rock's eldest daughter?
In Horneater or English?
In English. From what I checked, it's incorrect.
Eldest daughter? Or youngest daughter?
Eldest.
Oh, yep, I'm incorrect.
Okay. Good job, Elliot. You are not
I said
correct.
Gift, yeah.
I had no idea.
All right.
I just gave the name.
All right. So we had two incorrect guesses, and the eldest daughter, her name is Cord, Cord, who actually is a twin of Gift, but she's the
So
older
Gift
twin.
is one of the names.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, so I was so close. Interesting.
Yeah.
His youngest daughter's song. Beautiful song.
Yep.
Yeah, I forgot her eldest.
All right. So for our next question, it was submitted by Retro Rocket Zero. And in the prologue of the Wave Kings, which statue was missing? Correct.
I don't know if you actually know
the answer
that
is
in the prologue.
Shalash.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I wrote-
for that
I
one,
wrote Jezreel.
you have to know a few different things in order to know.
You have to piece together a couple things, but
Yeah.
you could figure.
I remember we talked about
Sneaky,
that at some
sneaky.
point, but I did not remember the name.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten that one either. All right, that brings us to the end of our episode today. Any final thoughts from everyone?
Yes. The only thing I prepared for was name the unmade, and that wasn't a question. That was the only thing. I was like, this, if anything is going to be a question, it is write how many, however many of the 9 or 10 unmade or whatever you can. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go listen to all the prologue, like the epigraphs, hear all the names, remember those. That was the only thing I prepared for. But I got 5, so I'm thrilled.
Yeah, you did good.
It might be a future question. Your research isn't founded.
Okay. All right.
It was one of the options. I just didn't choose that one.
Okay. Wow. Tim really messed up
Great.
my run here. I would have flexed on him if that was the question. Anyways, I had a fun time.
Indeed. Great questions. Those were some really creative ones.
Thanks for submitting questions, guys. I really appreciate your input.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, thank you,
Yeah, that-
everyone. The questions were great, and there were lots to choose from. I appreciate it.